Army Stories! What's going on? Dead Wasted Crew, Prost, meine Freundinnen, and welcome to another episode of Army Stories. This takes me back. It takes me back to Korea. And I was a nothing. Fresh out of basic training, AIT. And before I even joined, you get all this advice. You start asking people, what the hell should I do? Where should I go? Whatever. But anyways, everyone tells you, remember, I'm a Cold War soldier. This was a long time ago. Man, this was more than 20 years ago. And they were like, do a hardship tour. And I'm like, a hardship tour? Yeah. Number one, Korea. Do Korea. South Korea. Do it. Do it. So I'm like, oh, okay. You get three choices. I think I picked Korea, Germany, and then Fort Bragg or Fort Benning or something. Well, I got Korea. So my first duty station, fresh. I didn't even have my mosquito wings. I had nothing. I was just a piece of shit. And anyways, I went to Korea, and it was the worst flight ever. I think it took 18 hours. I don't even know. It was horrible. That flight was horrible. I remember that. And they were like, you don't do a hardship tour unless you take your vacation there and you just don't go home because of that flight. That flight is horrible. And if you've ever been to Korea and you flew there from the United States of America, it sucks. But anyways, I was in Korea. I wasn't nothing. I didn't even have a pot to piss on. And it was horrible. But anyways, all the good stuff happens out in the field. Training environment. But anyways, we were at some river. Famous river, actually. It's where we fought the Chinese and North Koreans. And it was pretty insane. It was cool, though. But I just lost my train of thought. But anyways, we were out there training. And you watch Bob Burgers, they had the Mad Pooper. You look anywhere, it's pretty insane. But this Mad Pooper was drawing pictures in the Porta-John with his own crap. And I'm not lying. After this little story, I'm going to tell you another experience that happened to me after the Army with my job. And if you say this isn't true and you haven't experienced it, you're a damn liar. But anyways, we had Porta-Johns. And you walk into Porta-John and somebody's drawing pictures. That's right, folks. Dead Wasted Crew. They're drawing pictures with their own poop on the Porta-John wall. What the hell is going on? Every day. It got to a point where they put a E6 at the Porta-John and you had to sign your name. He'd go in the Porta-John, inspect it. You know how crazy the Army gets. He'd look in the porta john, you'd look in the porta john, he'd be like, good, okay, now you can go potty, jerk off, do whatever you gotta do. And then after the porta john, you'd come out and he'd open the door, inspect it, and seriously, there was somebody drawing pictures and doing stuff with their poop in the porta johns. And I'm like, this is weird. I mean, but of course they don't let you know. You just hear it through the grapevine. Why is there a staff sergeant or a sergeant sitting there inspecting porta john before you go in? Somebody sneaking a Sears catalog. What's going on? But seriously, I'm not lying. My Army stories are all 100% true. And somebody was drawing pictures and doing stuff with their own poo. Nobody believed it. It was just insane. And it's just like, what the hell? Why do I gotta sign my name and this is what time, log sheet, like on staff duty or CQ. It's just nuts. And we were out in the field for like a month and a half. And after about a week, Command Sergeant Major, oh, okay, Mad Pooper didn't do nothing. All right, we're good. And then one night, the Command Sergeant Major had to poop or do something. And he walks out there. And, well, you know how you got that little plastic slidey thing? He must have had to go pretty bad because he just ripped that door open and he caught that son of a bitch fucking finger effing that stinking porta john. He's drawing pictures with his own poop. I'm not lying. This is the truth. And you know who? It was a cook. A cook was drawing pictures with his own poop. I couldn't believe it myself when I heard it. And like everybody that does something stupid in the Army, they just disappear, get sent back, and then they're just out of the Army. Article 15, mental I don't even know. You're drawing pictures with your own poop in the porta john. There's something wrong with you. I tell you that much. And I met a lot of psychotic people, which I'm going to share in Army stories. I'll share some combat stories with you because they're always good. A little graphic. But you know what? Let your kids watch it because they need to know. But I won't get that graphic. I'll just talk about nutcases. But yeah, there was a cook. I guess he just had an obsession with his own butthole and poop. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, Command Sergeant Major. Turned out he had a poop too. Maybe it was him and he just lied. No. But it was just psychotic. And what's funny is after the Army, I got a job like most soldiers get, transition. In my new workplace, we had a man pooper. In civilian life, who would have known? It took me back. I'm like, man. But yeah, there was a dude writing his that's where he messed up. He wrote his damn initials in poop on the wall. At my workplace now, where I work. Spreading poop all over. So if you have a mad pooper story, go ahead and comment. Let me know. And make sure you subscribe. I'd like to see more than 5 followers.